What's up? Welcome to the night before Young Washington. So yeah, another night before stream for 2026. Yeah, Young Washington. So like we're doing a different like genre. We're doing history now, and like history is my favorite subject. Always been my favorite subject. My favorite era of history is World War II, but um yeah, Young Washington, I'm still really excited for that. I'm really excited to like see his like origins and stuff, and that should be really fun. We're gonna be getting Kelsey Grammer in it, and Andy Serkis, and also Ben Kingsley. Like, let me look up the cast. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, pretty good cast, I'd say myself. And in my prediction, I predicted the runtime would be 2 hours and 15 minutes. The runtime is actually 2 hours and 5 minutes, so a little less, but I was still pretty close. And yeah, I think this weekend is the best weekend to release it because it's 4th of July, 250th anniversary of America. Yeah. And in my box office prediction, I predicted it'll make like between 130 million and 170 million. So yeah, I think it will definitely make between that. Because like it's history, and like history movies tend to do pretty well. Like for instance, let me look up like how much Pearl Harbor made. Pearl Harbor made 449 million. Now let's do Midway. Okay, yeah, Midway made around where I'm predicting Young Washington is going to be. It made 127 million, but of course these were like World War II movies. But yeah, honestly, like Young Washington, I'm very excited for it. And I heard that it doesn't explore his entire life. Like, it doesn't even touch the Revolutionary War. So maybe we'll get a sequel where they like explore like that, because like the Declaration of Independence and the Revolutionary War and stuff like that. Like that would be pretty cool. Yeah. But yeah, like Young Washington, I think it's gonna be a really great movie. I'm really excited to watch it, and I'm really excited to do a spoiler review for it. It's gonna be great. I think, yeah, I really do think it's gonna be a great movie. Yeah, and like I don't really know too much about like this part of history with like George Washington and how he came to be, like how he like I just know like how like George Washington was part of the Continental Army, and how he became president of the United States, and how he helped, of course, with the Declaration of Independence. But besides that, I don't really know anything else. Like besides that, like I barely know anything besides that. Like, but World War II, I know everything about World War II, like the Pacific side, not the European side. Yeah. But yeah, like I'm really excited that we're getting a history movie in 2026, because like it's always good to appreciate history. Like you've always got to appreciate history. Yeah. And like who knows, maybe this will open the door for like way more history movies, especially with like this era, and like maybe like we'll eventually get a War of 1812 movie. That would be pretty cool. And like maybe we'll eventually get like more World War I movies or more World War II movies. Yeah. yeah, we're like already like halfway through 2026 movies. Like after this, like we're not really gonna have too many night before streams left for this year. We're just gonna have like Spider-Man Brand New Day at the end of this month, and then Avengers Endgame Encore in September. I'm definitely gonna stream that, do a night before stream for that, definitely covering that. And then in October we'll have Street Fighter and Clayface, and then in December we'll do Dune Part 3 and Avengers Doomsday in the same stream, but we'll call that the night before Doomsday. We're gonna do the Doomsday thing. We're definitely joining the Doomsday hype train. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah, like, and the company that made Young Washington, they're called Angel Studios. I think they're a relatively new company. Yeah, they came out with a movie earlier this year that I saw like back for Valentine's Day called Solo Mio, which I thought was pretty cool. With Kevin James, and he was pretty cool in it. It was just like a funny rom-com, and I thought that was funny. Yeah. So that's pretty cool that they're expanding their like palette by doing like history stuff too, like Young Washington. And all their movies are like PG to PG-13. They never do rated R movies, which is kind of nice. So it's like anybody can watch any of their movies. Yeah. Yeah, I think like Young Washington is gonna be a pretty cool movie, and I think they have another history movie coming out this year. I'm not quite sure though. Yeah, they do. They have a one called The Brink of War coming out August 14th. It's gonna be about Ronald Reagan. That's pretty cool. Yeah. And then they're doing one that comes out August 14th, and then they do another one on September 11th called Runner, which is gonna be an action thriller starring Owen Wilson and Alan Richardson. That sounds great. Owen Wilson and Alan Richardson are great actors, so maybe I'll go see that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably go see that, Runner. And then, who knows, maybe I'll do a spoiler review of that. Yeah. Because it sounds pretty cool. Like, Owen Wilson and Alan Richardson, great actors. Like, Alan Richardson, of course, is in Reacher. I haven't seen that before, though. And Owen Wilson, of course, he's in Cars. He plays Lightning McQueen. He played Lightning McQueen. Hopefully, they do Cars 4. And he's also in Loki. He plays Mobius. And honestly, Mobius is like one of my favorite parts of Loki. And speaking of Owen Wilson as Mobius, I definitely do think Owen Wilson will return as Mobius in Avengers Doomsday. I mean, it's probably going to be to see him get killed, but yeah. And then I think we're going to see Mobius on Battleworld in Avengers Secret Wars. Yeah. And like Young Washington has like some Marvel talent, like they've got like Kelsey Grammer, who played Beast in X-Men The Last Stand and at the end of X-Men Days of Future Past, and he's going to be back in Avengers Doomsday, and he was in the post-credits scene on the Marvels, of course. And we've also got Ben Kingsley, who is Trevor Slattery in Iron Man 3 and Wonder Man, which I'm still really looking forward to Wonder Man Season 2. And then we've got some, like Andy Serkis, he of course voiced Nolan, plays Nolan Venom The Last Dance. And he also, I think, directed the first 2 Venom movies, Venom and Venom Let There Be Carnage. And he also, of course, played Snoke in the sequel trilogy, in the Star Wars sequel trilogy, and Force Awakens and Last Jedi. So that's pretty cool. Though we've got some pretty good talent in Young Washington, and yeah, like, so that will definitely help Young Washington to gain like word of mouth, like the famous actors in it. And I think the same thing will happen for Runner with Owen Wilson and Alan Richardson in it, because they're like extremely popular. Yeah. And like I'm just like really excited to get like a history movie, like just like a break kind of in the like oh, it's either like it's like blockbuster after blockbuster because it's like superheroes and then Toy Story and like earlier this and like this is kind of like Michael. This is a biopic, so that's pretty cool. So another biopic this year. That's pretty cool. And Michael, I absolutely loved Michael. Michael was great. Like one of my favorite movies so far in 2026. So who knows? Maybe Young Washington will live up to the hype and be one of my favorite movies of 2026 alongside Michael. So both 2026 biopics could knock it out of the park for 2026. And if that happens, then great. Like that would be great. And yeah, I'm still hoping we get a Michael Part 2 eventually. That would be great. Yeah. Cause yeah, like biopics, like I don't know what it is about these like biopics. Like I mean, also you could consider Pearl Harbor not so much. Midway to be like a biopic, kind of. Yeah, you could consider Midway to be a biopic. Yeah. And Midway, I love that role. Roland Emmerich did great with Midway. Also, another movie that I saw of his that he is like now like maybe my favorite movies of his is White House Down with Channing Tatum and Jamie Foxx. Great movie, like non-stop action, and like also story and like you feel invested with all the characters. And also Independence Day with Will Smith and Bill Pullman. Great movie. So like that proves that like biopics can knock it out of the park with like Midway and like Michael and now Young Washington. So yeah, like I definitely think Young Washington is gonna knock it out of the park. But yeah, that will be the end of my Night Before Young Washington review. Night Before Young Washington stream. Hope you guys are looking forward to the next one because it's gonna be a big one. One of the ones like my most anticipated one potentially for this year, Spider-Man Brand New Day. Right besides Avengers Doomsday, which is gonna be Doomsday, of course, as I mentioned earlier. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed my Night Before Young Washington stream. And yeah, right now I'll do my closing and say bye. Make sure to like, hit the notification bell, and subscribe. Until next time, guys, bye.